and positivity. And I want to thank those that are following us, subscribing to our channel, commenting, liking our videos. We salute you. We thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. Guys, how have you been? I cannot complain. God has been faithful. He has taken care of me, and I hope He has taken care of you. And that is why we are meeting in these streets. Let me call them streets, like they are called. In these streets of content creation. And therefore today, I want us to look at very, very good things about Jamaica. I was watching Shorn Arwa going through the streets of Ocho Rios. And guys, that city is beautiful. Gated community, gates, houses, trees along the roads. It was so epic, beautiful. And I realized Jamaica is so beautiful, so beautiful. Because when I was looking at Shorn Arwa, let me call her Shorn Arwa, not mistake her name like somebody else who mistook her name and called her Shorn Arwa. And therefore I was looking at her coming through the gate, a very, very beautiful gate, and I was trying to compare the gated community in Ocho Rios and here in Kenya. I tell you, so beautiful, so beautiful. There are also gated community here in Kenya that are very, very beautiful, and therefore I really saw there is a part of Jamaica that is so beautiful. And actually I'm not complaining, because even Trench Town, I was yesterday showing you the ghetto in Nairobi, and you could see there is a lot of difference, like the Mango always says. In Trench Town, the streets are so beautiful. They are actually, is it cemented or they have mud? While in the streets of ghettos in Kenya, they actually a lot of mud, a lot of dirt. They have not been taken care of. But when I was watching the Mago go through Trench Town, I realized it is so beautiful. The houses are beautiful. There is no sewage in between the houses. Maybe there are, but we didn't see in the Mango's channel. But we saw when I was in Huruma Ghetto, there are some sewage lines moving along the houses. And it is so important for people to take care of each other. And I think Jamaica, they have done a good job. So I was looking at Shorn Arwa going through the streets of Ocho Rios. Guys, I think I'll keep on saying, repeating. I think we'll get tired of repeating. We will not get tired of repeating, that is the word. The people of Jamaica are so good, welcoming, so wonderful. Because Shorn Arwa met these two old men. I don't want to mention their years because they said they are 40 and 50. I'm not sure of that. But we could see the two gentlemen. They were ready to mingle. They were ready to talk to Shorn Arwa. They were ready to sing. Actually, they were using their talent so well. They sang until I could not believe that these are actually, they looked old, and they are singing so well and dancing, and it was so enjoyable. They were ready to talk to Shorn Arwa, tell her a lot of things. Actually, she had to excuse herself because she was going through the town of Ocho Rios. So I saw it is so kind of people. I think Kenyans, we are usually in a hurry. We don't have that time that we can give people. But these people were ready to talk to Shorn Arwa, dance, sing. They had all the time. And then I watched her as she went through the streets of Ocho Rios. A vehicle just came and passed her and stopped ahead of her. And these guys were so happy to see her. And they were telling her, our mother usually watch your channel. And I found that Jamaicans are so supportive. They were so happy. They were so eager. Actually, they were actually stopping to give her a lift, but she wanted to walk. So I saw generous people, humble people who are ready to support. And they were actually telling her, my mother always watch your channel. And Shorn Arwa was telling them, go and say hi to her and tell her I'm going to upload a video tonight. Then she went ahead and met these people who are actually constructing a building. There was a lady and some gentlemen. And the lady was so happy. Actually, she was actually asking the Shorn Arwa for the phone so that she can subscribe. People who are ready to support. And I concluded that no wonder the Jamaicans have really put the painting, the artwork of great men, the artwork of the musicians, the artwork of people that have changed life on their walls, to celebrate them, to be happy for them, to uplift them, those that are still alive. So they really value their people when they do something. They are not jealous, they are not competitive of what their people are doing. They are ready to support them. And I saw this is great work, because even when the strangers go to their land, they still want to support them. So I saw those paintings as Dimango was going through Trench Town. And actually I saw this is a lot of support. And there is someone who said that Jamaicans play their Jamaican music around the streets. In Kenya, you'll find music, Tanzanian music, Ugandan music, all over the world music being played. But someone said in Jamaican streets, you'll find them playing their own music, supporting their own artists, supporting their own people, uplifting their own people. And I've seen it, the way they support Kino, the way they support Cola Smith, and actually they are ready to follow them, they are commenting, they are liking the video. I really saw these people are very, very supportive. Guys, it is so good to have a heart that accommodates others, a heart that is ready to reach out and to socialize and to mingle with other people, to know their culture. Because Shorn Arwa was telling the guys, I'm from Kenya, do you know Kenya? And they were really responding and telling her what they know about Kenya. Some don't know, obviously, because not everyone will know about Kenya. But I was so happy to see the support, to see how they are ready to accept her, how they are ready to mingle with her, how they are ready to socialize with her. I realized how great and how wonderful the people of Jamaica are. Then guys, there was this African tigress. She was also going through, I don't know whether it is Trench Town, and she met this lady, and I really felt sad. I really went down, because this lady was narrating that she's a victim of being taken by force from Jamaica. I think she was talking about Florida in America. And she was used by people sexually, and she stayed like a slave in those places until she came back to Jamaica. And I could see she's not okay, psychologically, mentally. She needs a lot of counseling. She needs to be supported, because the lady was talking about she has done degrees, she has done masters, she's well educated, she was speaking very good English, she could communicate so well. And I really felt that it is very important to touch that in my channel. At least people who are near that area, because I know there are so many Jamaicans that watch that video. And if you are Jamaican and you have not watched that video, go to African Tigress and see that video of that lady. If you are near that lady, it's very important to uplift her, to be with her, to call upon someone to counsel her. Church leaders, somebody who can actually be her support system. She needs a support system. Even before we go to talk about financially supporting her, because she really needs financial support, if it is a job, if it is to uplift the trade she's carrying out, the business she's carrying out. She was just selling fruits, bananas, and juice. I think juice. And you can see that somebody who is so learned and was reduced to nothing by people who are so heartless, who are so merciless, who don't have the value of human dignity. It is so hurting, it's so painful. And I felt that because I'm not nearer to Jamaica, that I can go and hug her and tell her everything is okay. Maybe the people who listen to us, they really know the location where this lady is. You can just go and hug her, talk to her, tell her everything is okay, look for a counselor for her, and then later she can be supported maybe to uplift her business, or someone can actually look for a job for her. Please go and look out for that lady. She's not okay. She looked very much not okay. So maybe if you never saw that video, you can go to African Tigress and see that lady. I really felt sad for her. I felt so bad that other humans can take such a woman and destroy her life. When she's so learned, when she's so up in terms of education, and yet she cannot support herself right now because of what she was done by people. Please go and check out on that lady. The other thing that I wanted to talk about today is short videos on my observation on the streets, streets of Jamaica, streets of Kenya. Yeah, we go that way. So the other thing that I want to recommend is that we have our Empress, Dimwango, and she has been a wonderful woman. We saw her cleaning the rastas of one of the Jamaican that has been maybe neglected. I don't want to use that word, but that man needed love. That man needed someone to tell her everything is okay. That man needed somebody who can have a soda to lean on. And Dimwango offered that. And there are some people on the streets that came to criticize that. And I wondered, did they want this man to remain the way he was, lonely, with nobody to talk to him, with nobody to cheer him up? And when Dimwango went to cheer him up, and even to clean his lasters, people come to the streets and talk so rudely. I don't know where we are going. Because even a kind gesture, being human, practicing humanity, is still criticized. I wonder where we are heading to. So I really felt that Dimwango did the best thing to cheer that man up, to show him the love, to show him, to comfort him, and to tell him everything will be okay. It was great. It was wonderful. And then when I went to the streets of Nyambohanse, I still meet this young woman, Dimwango, helping the sister Winnie. It was so epic that Dee opened a beauty shop for Winnie. Winnie is the elder sister of Dimwango, and we could see David Jr. demonstrating to us how the shop is equipped. And I saw some wonderful people in the comment section of David Jr. channel. They were advising this lady Winnie on how to make sure that the business thrives. They were telling her put, what are they called? Papers to advertise the business, put a salon, and demonstrate to people how some of those beauty products work. You can also go ahead and call Castor to be made the hair or to use the products so that you can be able to advertise the products. And I felt those who are good advice, they were actually giving her a lot of advice. And I know Winnie will go and, or David Jr. will go through the comments and see the advice that Winnie was given so that they can make this business thrive. Winnie needs to be independent. Winnie needs to rely on her own. And I'm sure she has maybe children. And therefore it was a great gesture for Dimwango to open for her a shop, for Dimwango to touch her soul. I felt so good, and I also felt good in the comment section because no one went there to criticize. All people were giving Winnie suggestions. Do this so that your business can thrive. Put a table, advertise this way, go to the streets, offer them 1 day of opening the business, and you give free services so that people can come and know where the location of the business is. And I'm sure Winnie will take a riff on what people have advised her, and the business is going to thrive. So today I was just highlighting what I've seen along the streets, what has made me happy, what has encouraged me, and what has brought me down as I was watching the content of different YouTubers in the streets. So guys, let us continue to support each other. Let us continue to spread positivity. Let us continue to hold each other's hand so that God can bless us, God can enlarge us, God can take us to the next level. And you will see that the person that gives never lacks. The person that touches the soul will never lack, because God is always on his or her case. Because he says, you looked for this poor man, I will watch over you in your sick bed. I will be on your case, because you have supported someone who was in need. And therefore, when we see people supporting each other on the streets, we feel so good. We feel so happy, because we can see that they are doing what we are supposed to do as humans. Hold each other's hands and uplift each other until we see that at least one can put food on the table. Guys, I don't want to stay today. I want to stop at that and say, may the Lord bless you, may the Lord be with you, may the Lord protect you, and thank you so much for watching us. See you during the next video, and God bless.